When I'm spending time in nature, sometimes I walk the dog early in the morning, walking through the forest. It happens automatically that you go through the nature with your eyes wide open and see how the nature is developing, and also what happens in the connection with wildlife. For me, biodiversity is a very important part of sustainability, and sustainability in general means being sustainable and also thinking about to give the nature we are having to future generations. I grew up on a farm. My grandfather used to be a farmer. Also, my father is working in agriculture. And after finishing school, I started studying agricultural economics at the university. In my private life, I also try to support biodiversity. Yeah? Even small measures often have a huge impact. Yeah? And if you try to do as much as you can, even if it's small, this is a huge part of my life, yes. What motivates me in my work is that I can combine my private passion for nature and agriculture with the fact that I want to support agriculture, and it happens that the kids have the same passion for nature. For example, we collect flowers, we collect leaves, and we dry them and create a flower book to see how beautiful nature is, and it makes me very happy. I was very lucky to grow up in nature, to grow up on farm and to experience what farm life is about. And I really would love that my kids also have the possibility, and also my grandkids, to experience what I have experienced. And therefore it's very important to preserve nature, to support biodiversity, and to be sustainable. Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a sustainability manager at BASF Agricultural Solutions. So regularly I'm in exchange with farmers. Within BASF, we created back in 2013 the BASF Farm Network Sustainability, where we work on farm with real farmers together with scientists and organizations on finding the best possible biodiversity interventions on farm level. And here we are supporting the activities by organizing the monitoring so that we have scientific data, scientific proof of what works and what works not, yeah, and how is the best possible way to combine biodiversity measures. When farmers are implementing biodiversity interventions, you see effects and the impact on biodiversity most of the time, like on a long-term scale, where we have scientists and they're monitoring, they're collecting the bees, they are collecting the beetles, they are counting the birds, and we have real data, real farm data, and we see how the data develops over 10+ years. Our sustainability activities within BASF Agricultural Solutions create a huge knowledge which we share externally with our customers, with farmers, but also internally to make sure that sustainability will be always an integrated part of our daily work.